The talks with the Taliban are dead. Jeff?
A follow-up on your decision yesterday with regard to Mr. Bolton. What led you to decide to part ways?
So, John is somebody that I actually got along with very well. He made some very big mistakes. When he talked about the Libyan model for Kim Jong Un, that was not a good statement to make. You just take a look at what happened with Gaddafi. That was not a good statement to make, and it set us back. And frankly, he wanted to do things not necessarily tougher than me. You know, John's known as a tough guy. He's so tough he got us into Iraq. That's tough. And but he's somebody that I actually had a very good relationship with, but he wasn't getting along with people in the administration that I consider very important. And I hope we've left in good stead, but maybe we have and maybe we haven't. I have to run the country the way we're running the country. We're doing very well. We're respected all over the world again. You look at right to try with these two gentlemen, so important, right to try.
What are your top picks to replace?
Well, I have 5 people that want it very much. I mean, a lot more than that would like to have it, but there are 5 people that I consider very highly qualified, good people I've gotten to know over the last 3 years. And we'll be announcing somebody next week, but we have some very highly qualified people. But we were set back very badly when John Bolton talked about the Libyan model, and he made a mistake. And as soon as he mentioned that, the Libyan model, what a disaster. Take a look at what happened to Gaddafi with the Libyan model. And he's using that to make a deal with North Korea. And I don't blame Kim Jong Un for what he said after that. And he wanted nothing to do with John Bolton. And that's not a question of being tough. That's a question of being not smart to say something like that. So I wish John the best. We actually got along very well. I'm sure he'll, do whatever he can do to, spin it his way. John came to see me the night before. In fact, I think a lot of you people are out there waiting for me to get on the helicopter. I'm sure you have a shot somewhere along the line. And he sat right in that chair. And I told him, John, you have too many people, you're not getting along with people, and a lot of us, including me, disagree with some of your tactics and some of your ideas. And I wish you well, but I'd like you to submit your resignation, and he did that. And I know he's going to do well, I hope he's going to do well, and I wish him well.
Is your policy on Venezuela going to change? Are you open to meeting with
Well, we have a policy on Venezuela that's a firm policy. Venezuela is really hurting, and we're trying to help people in a humanitarian way. That's probably not good in terms of, crushing a terrible regime, but you have people dying. This is a country that 15 years ago was one of the wealthiest countries, and now it's dying. They don't have water, they don't have food, they don't have medical, they have nothing.
Mr. President, what are you prepared to do on guns, on background checks? What are you prepared to announce?
So I just spoke with Senator Toomey and Senator Murphy and Senator Joe Manchin. Just had a long talk with them just before this meeting, just hung up. And we are working very, very hard together, all of us, so we're seeing if we can come up with something that's acceptable to everybody. It's a subject that's been going on for decades. Decades they've been talking about it. So we're looking at background checks, and we're looking at putting everything together in a unified way so that we can have something that's meaningful. At the same time, all of us want to protect our great Second Amendment. It's very important to all of us. So we are now in meetings. The meetings are going to go on tonight. I'm going to speak with them again tomorrow. And I think progress is being made. I hope so.
Are you willing to put background checks on all private gun sales?
We're going to take a look at a lot of different things, and we'll be reporting back in a fairly short period of time. There are a lot of things under discussion. Some things will never happen, and some things can really some very meaningful things can happen. It's really a gun sense, if you think about it. What we're looking at is, and maybe that's what we should call it, the gun sense bill. But we're having great dialogue. We'll see what happens.
And did you tell your chief of staff to have NOAA disavow those forecasters who said that Alabama was not?
No, I never did that. I never did that. That's a whole hoax by the fake news media when they talk about the hurricane and when they talk about Florida and they talk about Alabama. That's just fake news. It was right from the beginning. It was a fake story.
Meeting with Maduro.
I don't want to talk about that. They're coming in sometime in early October, and we're speaking to them constantly. And they also, they made a couple of moves last night that were pretty good. You saw that, right? They were pretty good.
Which moves you mean?
They were pretty respectful to our people. You're going to see it because you were one of the people that reported it, your group. But China is about having to do with tariffs, Jeff. Having to do, you saw what they did. They took tariffs off certain things, a lot of things.
And you're happy about that?
I think they did the right thing. I think it was good for them, but they took them off. Yeah, I think it was a gesture, okay? But it was a big move. People were shocked. I wasn't shocked.